I can see the game.
Excellent. Hi, Gambit. Welcome. I'm a little slow this morning, but we're here. All right, we're on Into the Abyss, the last of the DLCs. So let me hit
Yes,
that.
the hardest one.
I guess they had to just to make it worth somebody's money. All right, here we go. Stylight. Stylight. Something like that. Did we even enter this last week? I don't even remember entering it. Maybe that's all we did, was just go into it. We didn't work on anything here, I don't think.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we just entered this and took a look around, but we didn't actually do anything.
Okay, so I'm going to go to my left.
Didn't have the time.
All right. There's a button in there with a goodness gracious, connector. I don't see anything else along the walls. Here's a red source. Here's a fan. Interesting. Maybe we have to jump in there. Oh, it's not connected though. That cable's not lighted. Okay. All right, and then we ahead of us. Oh, there's a connector free to us right there. And then here's a button. Oh, look. There is a, what do you call it? A robot of me in there? Clone. There's a clone. And then there's a red target. I don't see anything else. And that looks like it. That was to give my licorice his meds, and I've already done that. Okay. So, what in the world? So I can go in here if I wish, but I can't take this with me. The connector won't swap, will it?
No. But it looks like you do have to take control of your clone immediately, because there are no targets in the first room.
Okay.
Even if we have a connector.
Alright. That target has to be activated to get that fan to work. And over here, this button opens that door. Oh, maybe I can stand here and my other self, but I can't see myself here. All right, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Let me put.
Yeah. Go back to the fence and your original cell.
Okay.
And back away fence as much as possible.
All right, now I'm here. If it'll let me connect. Oh, I can't connect through the blue. Oh, I didn't realize that.
You have to use the fence to swap to your other self.
Okay.
But you do all be as far away from the fence as possible, that one on the bot will see the other you.
Okay, I did it through the fence. And I have 1 foot, just barely, on that button. Let's see, where was that? Oh, there it is. So let me take control of this. I don't know how that's going to work out, but. Okay, you said I could only change me.
Yeah. now that that fence is open, you can connect the red target and the red source.
All
Yeah.
right. Should I put my little person better on that button before I mean, it's just 1 foot. All right, I
Should
got.
probably.
Okay. No, I was going to say I wish I could put my connector on there instead of me, but I can't. Okay. Alrighty,
No.
now.
Yeah. No. The source isn't visible from the bottom, so
You know what? I don't think I found the goal. Do you see the goal? Oh, maybe
yes.
it's up there. There. There's another section there. So the goal's up on top of that shelf above the red target.
But now we have the fan work.
Okay.
Now we have the fan working, so step on the fan.
Okay. Oh, I went all the way up here. All right, here's a fan blade. Oh, I can't pick it up. It's connected to the target. So, can I get back up here on that block of concrete?
That's a fan rotor. There's no blade.
Oh, rotor.
Yeah, the fan rotor is there, but there's no blade.
Okay. And I can't pick it up either. Of course. Should I put that?
Yeah, of course you can pick up the fan rotor.
Okay. Then down here is a connector. Should I put that on the button?
Yeah, jump down and put the connector on the button to open that door. Hi, Mortal.
Hey, Mortal Sin, welcome. All right, now I have a way. Let me just for the fun of it see if I can jump here. No, I have to have the fan to get up there every time on that level. So, apparently I need to connect that connector. Okay, Guy, do I need to be here in this place anymore? Do I have what I need? Oh, no. The fan stays connected. I was thinking if I could, but I'll have to use this connector to connect that, but that's so short. That is not lining up with that.
I can see what we could do right now.
Okay.
So, go back. Yeah, to that connector that's on the bottom.
All right.
And pick it up, connect it to the red source, and put it back on the button.
Okay. Some easy and relaxing puzzles today. Guys, words when we were picking which DLC to go into, the hard one.
So now, go to the other connector.
Okay.
And pick it up without keeping the connections.
Alrighty.
And So stand next to your clone that's on the button.
Okay.
And then swap to your clone and move the clone away from the button.
Okay.
Yeah, then swap back to the one holding the connector. Then connect the red target and the other connector and put the connector on the button.
Okay. Do I need to get my clone out
So
here in the
now
big place?
Okay, now go jump on the fan again. Can you see your clone? Can you see your clone from here?
No. Oh, I can see him through the fence. Yes, I can swap.
Yeah, swap to the clone that's back there, yeah.
And come out of that room.
And go and grab,
Okay.
yeah, and grab the fan blade.
Oh.
There's a crooked stone behind that one connector sitting on that button there.
Yes.
So if you go and stand on that stone and
Okay.
swap back to your other clone.
Okay.
Hello, Zero.
Hi, Zero. And take the fan blade or whatever that thing's called. Oh, that's saying take control. I just want the fan blade. Oh.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. I think you have to
Put it down.
place the fan blade on the edge
Okay.
over there.
Okay.
So you have to face upward. Be
Alrighty. Okay, now what do I... Oh! I put this on top of the... Oh. I have to connect that somehow. Okay.
put that on the fan road.
Alright.
Okay, so
Can give me the red connector. What now?
no, we can't do that yet.
Oh.
Gambit, because the connectors are on buttons, so they will close the force fields.
Yes.
at this point, so we can't jump down anymore.
Okay.
Take control of the clone that's on the stone there,
Okay. I was looking
and
for a
run
visual.
back to the
Okay.
and then run back to the connector that's in the other room. Yeah.
Alrighty. I was wondering if this connector on the button in the other place, if there's a line of sight. But if I take it, the thing's going to close.
Let me think for a moment.
Sure.
Oh, now I understand. We skipped a phase. Take control of the other U and drop the fan blade back on the ground level. We need it for a moment.
Alright, so where do I need me to be? Back on that concrete slope?
Doesn't really matter as long as you can see your other self.
Alright. Oh. Alright, so I'm swapping and take
so
the fan blade back?
Yeah, and we are gonna drop the fan blade back on the ground level.
Alrighty.
But we are gonna stay up here ourselves.
Alright.
So don't jump down by accident.
Okay, alright, this is pretty funny. Okay, it's down on the slope of the concrete.
Okay, now take control of the clone on the ground level.
Alrighty. Do I take the fan blade back with that clone?
Up the fan blade with the connector on this button.
Oh.
So the fan blade will keep the door open for us.
Okay. Now, take this connector. Oh dear. That's not very secure.
Yeah, you might want to put the connector on the ground so that you can move the fan blade on the center of the button.
Oh, it's working. Okay, but just put it down anyway. And then grab this and put it in the middle. Okay, done. Thank you, Guy. You're so fast.
Yeah. I really have to report that
Sure.
person as well. enable that setting where only moderators can post links on your chat, because
Oh.
because because even if that stops friends from posting links, they can just ask the moderators to post them for them through
Oh.
DMs.
Oh, okay. I'll try to remember that. Mortals will remember that. For sure.
Oh yeah, that one didn't actually have a actual link because they added a space.
I didn't even see it. I just saw that you had deleted it so fast. Thank you. Oh, true, true.
Oh yeah, where was I?
Okay, so we need to pick up the connector while it's connected and go stand on that fan place and connect to the target up there? Or can we? I don't think we can. Oh. I'm going to wait here.
So disconnect this connector and just hand it over to your other self.
Oh. Oh, I've got my, what do we call that? Clones too close.
So we are gonna set up this connector on the left side of the edge.
All right.
And we are gonna
I've got to move my
only
person. It's too close. Sorry. All right, now take the connector up here with me, and on the left side, facing the target, on my left, or facing the other direction.
connect it to that target that powers up that fan rotor.
Okay.
And then put this connector on the left edge of the place where you are handing all that stuff through.
All right. I'm not sure of my left and right, so I'm going to just stay here and ask you if where I am is the left that is correct, or if I need to go to
that's the right.
That's the right. Okay.
Also, you want it to be close to that edge where that vine is covering. You don't want it to be behind this concrete block.
All right. So
you want it.
About
So you want
there?
it to be on the left. Yeah, that's the good spot, yeah.
That's right, mortal sin. And you and Guy both have said to me on occasion the other right or the other left. And I can't figure out my directions. Okay, so one of these. One of these can walk through, and the other one can then take the blade off and stand on it.
Before we swap control,
Uh-huh.
is the red source visible from here at all?
No. It's visible through the gate, but not anywhere else. Do we need to go get that other connector? Oh, then we would be without a clone. Never mind. After powering the fan? Just that? No, I don't think. Once we power the fan, I don't know what it does. Do I stand on it and it'll send me up yonder on to the goal? I don't know how that works.
Yeah, we use the fan to just get to the goal. We don't need anything else after that. But yeah, we hand the connector back to the ground level. So keep connections and drop it off the edge.
All right. Oh dear. Okay. Now I swap back to the clone.
Yes.
All right. Now the clone picks up with connections. All right.
Yeah.
Do I select the target? The source, sorry. That was right according to you.
I'm thinking.
Oh, sure.
There's no way for this to be. There's no spot for this to be hitting the target and connecting to the source at the same time.
Only here.
That's the problem here.
Only here, but it's tricky. Oh, wait. I didn't connect to the source. Silly me.
Oh yeah, we could set this up on we could set it up on this spot, yeah. So connect this to the source and put it on the that spot where you don't have to stand up here yourself. You can just put the connector there, yeah.
All right.
Okay, now hand the fan blade. Put the fan blade on that rock and then go stand on the button yourself.
All right. Go put it on the rock. Oh, take control. All right, so take the fan blade off.
Yeah.
And put it on and
where
we
then
did
put
before.
It top of that tilted rock, yeah. and then go stand on the button yourself and swap back to the one up on the upper level. And you should be able to grab the fan.
Oh, did I
use the fan to
jump
go up.
here? What's going on? Oh, there. Okay. Oh. I wasn't jumping. Yay! Thank you. We got it. Hip hip hooray!
Well done. Only one more trial remains.
We had to disconnect that. Well, Guy would know better how to answer your question, even though we're past it. Is the other connector inside the room, its button opened or outside? I don't really know. Okay, so here we go. This one over here? Is that what you were speaking of?
Yeah, the problem with the other connector was that we would have to replace that with something else to get that connector out of that room.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, let's leave and find puzzle number 8.
Okay, so the map is here. All right, and there's the little target that's glowing on that island over yonder. Or no, is that where we are? Where are we? Oh, we're that white one. The yellow one, I guess, is where we want to go.
No, we are the yellow glowing spot.
Oh. All right, so where's puzzle 8? Oh, it's all the way over here on that island in the far right-hand corner, right here. So I want to take a bridge straight across, it looks like.
Bridge bit. So there should be a bridge between 6 and 7, and that's the one we need to take.
All right, 6. What we just come out of? 7? Yeah. All right, between 6 and 7.
Yeah, so there's a
is it this
bridge
one?
between those two.
I can't even find 6 now. There's 7. Did we have to cross a bridge? I don't know.
On the other side of that puddle of what?
Uh-huh.
There's
Okay.
the bridge we
Okay.
need.
Okay. So right here, am I correct? There's 6 and there's 7, and it's got to be between, so that would be this one. I'll be still with the camera.
Yeah. So cross that puddle of water. Hello, Corvid.
That puddle of water. I'm getting confused. Yeah. I'm sorry. Oh! I see it. It's behind them.
Yeah. You're on the opposite end of the island, yeah.
Okay.
That's why I told you to cross the puddle of water.
I know, I couldn't figure out, why am I crossing the puddle of water? Okay, so here we go. We're going for number 8. Oops. It's a good thing the game kept me on that bridge, because I'd have been gone. All right, here's 8. All righty, what's the name of this puzzle? Metaphora. Metaphora. Hi, Corvid. Yes, it is. We've loved, well, I think guys enjoyed it too, but I have loved the Talos principle, not for the story, but just simply for the puzzles. Okay, we have, oh dear, I forget, converter. We have 3 converters, a blue source, a red target, a blue target, and a red source and a blue source. Okay. And 3 of these converters. And inside the blue, I don't see anything. Oh, wait. No, that's a ladder. There's a
We have an
ladder.
inverter over there.
There's a ladder coming out of that place, too, over here. All right, and then...
Yeah, I think the ladder is just there to stop you from getting stuck.
Okay.
Because it's only on that other side.
Alrighty, so now I don't see the goal.
And we have an inverter in that room.
Alright, but there's another kind of wall or something back there behind that vine. So the goal could be on the other side of that.
Yeah, so let's grab one of the converters.
Alright.
You're gonna connect both of the sources and put it right next to the purple barrier that we used to enter this puzzle. Yeah. So now we are gonna pick up another converter.
Okay. Blue plus red equals green plus red equals blue plus green equals red. This is why, this is beyond me even, that sorting.
So now you're gonna target the red source and the green converter and the blue target. This one.
Okay.
Put it somewhere right next to that green converter. You don't want both blue and red source. Only the blue source.
Oh, wait. Okay.
No.
All right, sorry. So number 1, blue source and converter. Is that right? Green converter. But not the red source.
Yeah, we only want one of the sources. And the red target.
Oh! Good grief. All right, now we can go through. Uh-oh. Something opened, but it wasn't that one. Must have opened the blue barrier.
That's a double.
I'm sorry?
That's a double gate. That's a double gate. That's why.
Oh.
And now we pick up the left corner.
All right.
So we are gonna connect it to both of the other converters. And the blue target. And we are gonna set it right next to the red source.
Now we have this inverter. Let's just walk over here and see what's going on. Okay, we have 2 buttons. And we have the shield.
Yeah, let's look around, yeah.
That ladder you said was to get out, to escape if I needed to. And then we have this ivy on a fence, which nothing can go through there. And behind there we have 2 buttons. Is that another 2 set of things?
Yeah,
Oh!
So that barrier only opens when we have something on both of the buttons, and that's it. So now let's take the inverter back to the first room and disconnect everything.
Okay. I have the inverter here and disconnect everything. Alrighty, I did it. One more thingy. Always one more thingy.
Now we have to just figure out how to and this gate with just 2 devices. Use the inverter to just power up one of them. Connect the blue source to the red target and put the inverter in front of the red target.
Connect the blue source to the... Wait a minute.
Red target.
Have I got the right device? Did you say inverter or converter?
Inverter. Inverter. So the spiky thing.
Alright. Blue and then red and then put it close to the red thing.
Blue source, red target and put it in front of the red target, yeah. Well, maybe not that close. It doesn't have to be hugging the target.
Okay. I think we've done that in the past, Gambit. We've used every device available, but it had to do with the color we needed. So right now, this one is red.
Yeah, pick up one converter.
Is that? What is that? Is that shadow? It looks like a bird trying to pull a worm out of the ground, but I'm sure. Oh, it has to do with this.
It's a shadow of that blue source.
Okay. Sorry, that was just. Okay, I'm sorry. You were going to tell me something and I interrupted.
Yeah, so pick up a converter. Connect the blue source and the converter, and then put it on the ground in front of the blue gate.
All right. So I connected it to the blue source. Now I'm connecting it to the inverter. And now I'm going to put it in front of the blue gate.
Yeah.
I have a green. Woo! It's a pterodactyl shadow. I just couldn't imagine what that was over there. I don't think I've seen any birds here. I may be wrong. In this puzzle game.
Oh, never mind. Disconnect that converter.
The green one?
Yeah. We're gonna use the two sources instead and put it next to the purple barrier, just like before.
Okay. I don't remember what the. If they did, it probably shattered your eardrums. But it'd be better than a high pitched piercing sound with their size.
So now pick up one converter and connect the green converter and the red source
Okay.
and the blue target.
All right. And put it nearby the blue target as well?
Yeah. Just like the inverter is next to the red target, yeah. Yeah, and now let's pick up the last converter.
The plane. Okay. I bet that ladder gets us out of there so we can do something with the gate again. I don't know.
So step right on the other side of the click that's now open. So I think the reason why the ladder is here is important. That's why. No, don't go to the button. Just stay on this side of the blue gate.
Okay, okay.
Stay on the. You're back in the first room.
Go into the
Go
pump.
to the second room,
All right,
but stay next to the.
Okay.
You want to be on this side where the ladder is.
Okay.
but we don't actually want to go any further into the room.
Okay.
So connect this converter to both of the sources and put it on the ground on this side of the barrier.
All right, and it's not going to matter that there'll be blocking of beams.
Yeah, there will be disconnecting.
Okay.
Doesn't matter. So now use the ladder and go to the other side. And we are gonna connect the two converters on this side.
What now? The two converters.
So the inverter can... Yeah, the inverter will stay as it is.
Okay.
Just grab the two converters and disconnect them.
Oh.
That's over. I just realized that.
What now? I heard over.
Might have messed this up. I might have messed this puzzle up.
Well,
Now that I
it's
think about it.
okay. I slink
Puzzle.
or to the restart destination. Might be able to open it again by putting a converter into
Oh, never mind.
Okay.
Yeah, we could just block the beam with one of the converters.
Okay.
But I guess resetting would be faster.
Okay. That's the down on the pad, the down arrow.
Yeah,
Okay. Alrighty. Here we are in metaphora. A metaphor.
oh yeah. the first step was to set the two sources into one converter and put it near the purple barrier.
The D-pad. I always forget what it's called. D stands for directional?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe I
Yeah,
can...
the little arrows, yeah.
Just a basic thing to know. I just never realized that's what D stood for. D stands for down. Over there, over there.
The directional is what the D-pad is.
Okay.
Directional. But yeah, pick up one converter.
Okay.
Red source, green converter, blue target. And put it next to the blue target. Converter. Blue source, green converter, red target. And put it next to the red target. Yeah, so now I have to actually think over so that we don't get stuck again.
Okay. Take your time. I'm going to look at the sky. Lots of pieces of rock hanging in the air. Oh, that looks like it could be a storm. Like a big, huge hurricane, or that's so high up it's probably a hurricane. I don't see anything over here. That is one tall tree. Okay. Oh, over the wall there's two huge hands. Interesting. Wonder what statue they go to. Or maybe the statue's on its back.
Let's do it like this. Blue converter, red target, and put the inverter near the doorway.
All right.
Open.
Blue converter. And red target.
Blue converter.
And you did say target.
Yeah.
No, okay.
And put this near the doorway.
Okay.
Yeah, I did say target.
On this side of the wall, on the side we're on? Well, it'd have to, or it wouldn't be able to connect.
Yeah.
Okay.
And put it closer to the blue target.
Oh, okay.
We don't want it to be this close to the red target so that we have some empty space
Okay.
between beams. Okay, so now we don't need the red converter anymore, so you can disconnect that. Now, yeah, just drop it around and then we're going to the inverter closer to the green converter.
The inverter closer to the. Okay. So keep connections and then put it over here.
Yeah, keep connections. Yeah, and you're gonna be as close as you can without actually blocking beams.
Should I make that closer?
That's enough.
Okay.
Green conversion to go on the other side. Let's see now. Hello?
Hello? I didn't hear anything until hello. Did I miss something?
Yeah, so disconnect the inverter for now.
Inverter. No. Oh, inverter.
Yeah, the spiky thing.
Yeah, okay. Disconnect it, okay?
So blue source, red target, and put it on the right side of the blue source.
Blue source, red target, and put it on the. Oh, was there a third one? Or just put it on the right side of the red source?
Put it on the right side of the blue source.
On the right side.
That's the red target.
Right side of the blue source.
Yeah, blue
Okay.
source.
Right.
So we are.
the shadow bird thing. Oh, goodness gracious. You're right. I would have known exactly that.
A little further away from the source.
All right. Keep connections. Is that okay? I can get it further, I guess, or even back more.
I think that's good enough.
Okay.
So now we are gonna pick up this pre-converter.
Alrighty.
Connect it to the blue source.
Okay.
The inverter, which is right next to the source.
Uh-oh. The spiky thing.
Yeah, the spiky thing.
Okay.
And we are gonna... you didn't connect the blue source.
Oh, man.
Blue source and the spiky thing
Got
is
it.
the inverter.
Okay. I have 2 connections.
And then we are gonna put it on the ground on the other side of this barrier that's open.
Guy needs a walkie-talkie. Well, occasionally, well, more times than not, we have a very good voice connection. Occasionally, there's a mic drop on his side. I don't know if that's internet or what, but it's not often. Gotta have the connection to the blue converter too, or you're gonna close the barrier again. What are we talking about?
Yeah, you're right, mortals. I guess, yeah, keep connections and add the blue converter as well.
Is that hitting something? No. Did I do that right?
Now that you're doing it right.
Okay.
So now go to the now go to the one at the purple gate and
All right.
disconnect completely.
Disconnect everything?
No,
No.
stand at the purple gate.
All right, I'm at the purple gate, but there was a break in
Yeah,
in the
so-
center. Okay.
Yeah, so we disconnect this converter next to the purple gate.
Oh.
And now just run to the button and put it on one of the buttons.
And then grab this one and put it on the other button. The one that's keeping the barriers open.
Yeah.
Yay! Thank you. We're here. Way to go, Guy.
It is done.
It is done.
Yeah.
Overcome further trials.
Pretty sure I am having some internet
Oh,
connection
it's
issues again.
okay.
When your
Okay.
friends find you, you will be ready to leave.
Oh wait. So we must.
Save Athena, as I cannot.
But there are more puzzles, which means there's more to learn.
Oh,
Time is not as it
so I guess
seems.
these 8 were the.
You can linger here if you must.
We only need to complete 8 puzzles to finish the
My friends
main
need me.
DLC.
Oh.
There's
I
6.
need answers.
1, 2, 3, 4,
What
5,
do I
6,
do?
7, 8. There's 16 optional puzzles that we can complete if
Oh,
you
that's-
want to,
that-
or
oh.
you can
That's your call.
just head for, yeah, or you can just head for the goal, which is gonna be the triangle
All right.
symbol, the yellow triangle.
Isn't that the truth? I agree. So I always want to do the puzzles, but I want you to be enjoying this too. So you make the call whether we finish or not. There's a 9 and a 10 here. So all those numbers on this map go as high as 22. So that means there, between here and the end, there could be up to 10 more puzzles. Is that what you just said? It's not computing in my head.
There's 16 more puzzles
Oh, okay.
because there's completed 8 out of 24.
Oh, okay. I see the hands. They're just there in the ground, and their number puzzle 9 is between them, and puzzle 10 is here, and then we'd have to cross islands to get to the others. You got to decide together, I'd say. Well,
Yeah.
I'm totally dependent on Guy to get me through the puzzle, so it's up to him if he's tired of these sequences of puzzles or if he wants to try to. Well, in your opinion, if we go on forward with go ahead.
Considering the amount of optional puzzles in the game, it would probably be for the better if we had completed optional puzzles in DLCs instead of this one, because these are really hard.
Oh, I didn't realize there were optional puzzles ever until just now. Huh.
Yeah, all of the DLCs and the main game itself had optional puzzles,
Oh, my word.
but we always ran past them instead
Oh.
of trying them.
I guess there's no way to go back and pick up the places we've left. Yeah, that's true, Mortals. It could have. Those could have done that.
Yeah.
Well, your call.
But yeah, we could head for the triangle and see if
All
there's
right.
a puzzle waiting us there, or
Okay.
if it's just a teleportation.
Okay.
circle.
So the little bar up at the top, I'm missing. I don't know where to go. It says leave the abyss. Where's the map?
Well, you can. Don't think there is an actual compass thing, but you can see the yellow triangle from here.
Oh,
If you look around, you can see
Yes.
the yellow triangle floating.
yes, I do. All right. So I've got
So
it.
just start heading. Yeah, just start heading towards that one.
right. So now that I'm here, I just have to get to it. Oh, there's stuff floating in the air everywhere. Oh, this setup looks familiar. Okay, so I have to do the palm reader. I can't watch that.
What's happening? 1K? So you just left? Getting back to the team was more important than looking for answers.
Yeah, it's gonna be in first person because we were playing as Byron.
The situation in New Jerusalem that I neglected my duties as a citizen. I was in a position to lead people, to make a difference. That was my job, not Fina's. But I put it all on her, as if finding her would just solve everything. Sure.
But we all made mistakes, Byron. We all mythologized Athena. It's just that you thought she could solve everything, and we thought she wanted us not to solve anything at all.
And that's why I came back. Because we had to solve it together.
Together, mortal sin.
And because 1K went to all that trouble to free Prometheus.
Would have been rude to keep him waiting.
Yeah.
It's really good to have you back, Al.
Okay. So I don't know what that was all about. Oh, it's over. Okay, that was the end.
So I guess that we would have gotten just a different cutscene if we had completed all of the remaining puzzles.
Uh-huh.
For using the palm reader.
So what did you tell me to hit to
particular
skip
case,
this
please.
thing? Skip. All right. So I can continue here? Oh, no. I would if I did that I want to skip. Is this what I want to do? God,
Yeah, you can skip the credits if you want to. That will just take you to the main menu.
This was the story of the people we were a long time ago, when humanity was young. I remember it all. The places, the names, our flaws, our fears, our clunky old bodies. I used to have regrets, but when I look back now, I feel
Oh,
nothing
we got
but
another cutscene up where Alcatraz is talking.
Oh.
and we have changed with it. But the bonds that were forged in those years, so long ago on that distant blue planet, those bonds were never broken. We are still here, and we are still human.
Oh, what did you just say, mortals? What, either go back in for the extra puzzles or a new game. Well, I do have a new game that I got, the guy and I, it's a sequel to one we did earlier, but it's on my iPad, and it would take me a little bit to figure out how to get my iPad showing on my Windows through OBS. I don't know.
Yeah, since we already have a save game state in all of the DLCs, we can just hop in back into the DLCs to complete extra puzzles if you want to.
Oh, well, again, that's
But we do
entirely
have
up to you.
we still do have like half a stream left of time.
Yeah. Let's see. So options, is that where I want to be, or extras? Extras, I guess.
No, it would be play.
Be play. Okay.
Extra just few concept art
Oh. Oh.
and other
Okay.
stuff.
All right. So I don't remember. So we don't want to into the abyss because it's the hardest one. So we could go back to Orpheus Ascending. There were puzzles there we didn't finish. I don't even know.
Yeah, or the Isle of the Blessed.
Which would you
Both
prefer?
of those had optional puzzles.
Would you like the easy ones or the medium?
Orpheus is not.
Orpheus?
Well, the Orpheus is just gonna be. Well, it's not gonna be easy puzzle.
Okay.
Outright say that it's easy puzzles. Orpheus says that it's only later puzzles,
Oh,
so there won't be any fans or such.
all right. So now, how do I discover?
You just press continue on your save file.
All
It will
right.
take you back to the spot where you end the DLC, but instead of ending the DLC, we can start looking for extra puzzles.
All right. So, this.
So don't head into the teleport.
Okay.
Yeah. So we don't head into that teleportation because that will end the DLC.
Oh. So just wander, huh? Oh, there?
So there's 3 optional puzzles.
Oh no, those are not. What do you call it? Don't have a light on them or anything. So have we already done those?
Yeah, we already done the numbered puzzles. So the 3 puzzles we have to look for are unnumbered. You just have to go around looking
Okay.
until you stumble upon one.
Is this a stumble? No. Yeah, there's no number here. Oops, I hit the microphone. So would this be one of those places?
Yeah, you just head through that purple gate and that will probably take you to one of the optional things.
Okay. So on the left, nothing. On the right, nothing. Straight ahead.
There's a really small purple gate right next to the left, nothing you said. There's a really small purple gate on this right side as well.
Okay,
And
now
then there's the
this
big one
one.
at the
See,
end.
the right side one looks like solved, or maybe they just have that set up on their own. Okay, so there's a triangle in the upper left-hand corner. So does that mean this
The
one?
triangle is just where you end the DLC.
Oh,
So just ignore the triangle.
all right. So I'll go in this one on the left. Hysteresis. Okay. We have a red source and a blue source up on the wall, and we have a red target. Those 2 stones are blocking any of that. We have a blue barrier and a ladder. Blue shield, rather. We have a sliding thing and 2 connectors. A red source and a red target. A blue source and a blue target. So this is going to be whatever you call it when the beams are blocked, as that block moves back and forth. And I can't get over there. at all. At this point.
With two connectors, so you could just connect blue source to blue target and red source to red target.
And okay, blue source. All right, and then where do I put it? Maybe anywhere at this moment.
We probably want it to be on this side, where so that the pillar will occasionally block the beam. In with the red one. You want the beam to be occasionally blocked.
Okay, I hear things opening and closing, but I don't know where that's happening.
You have to go back through the purple gate to this big room, back to that hallway. And there's gonna be a gate that's gonna be opening and closing on this hallway somewhere.
Okay. Apparently this is the only gate I can access, and I hear something opening and closing, but nothing's happened to this gate.
Stay next to the blue gate hallway. It will open and close for a split moment.
Okay.
That's a purple gate, yeah. Go to the blue gate.
Okay.
The beam is gonna be cut off for a moment.
Yeah, it's a timer thing.
Oh, it's not gonna be cut off long. Yeah, let's go back to the big room.
Okay.
I think we have to remove those connectors a little bit. We're gonna keep them connected, but we're gonna move the red connector to the end of that rail, close to the purple barrier. So move it to the end of the rail that's close to the purple barrier.
I didn't put it on the end. Okay, let me get it on the end.
No, you don't. You want it to be on this side still.
Oh, okay.
Close to the end.
Okay, and do the same one with the blue? I mean, same thing with the blue?
Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna put the blue on the other end. That way the pillar will stop the beam for a longer.
Oh, okay.
Pillar stops for a couple seconds to change direction.
Okay.
So. Okay, so now we go back to the hallway. Yeah, run back to the hallway. So now this barrier should open for a couple seconds.
No, I don't see it. What is that thing rotating up there for? Do I need to connect to that? See the...
Just wait for a moment. And keep looking at the barrier. It will open eventually.
But does it have something to do with those things that are turning? Is the blocking turning these sources?
Yeah, it's not long enough.
Watch it.
Mortals know that. Yeah, it's not long enough because the red target on the wall looks like it continues at least 5 seconds of continuous red.
Hi, K-Back. Okay, so these things that are turning on the wall, these two sources,
I gave back.
do they have anything to do with the blocking of the lasers on the other side of the wall?
Yeah, they do. But it looks like the wall target needs at least 5 continuous seconds.
Whoa.
Pillar only blocks the beam like 3 seconds. So we have to do something to the connectors in the big room.
That wall's doing the same thing too. To the connectors in the big room.
Yeah. So we need to figure out a way so that the beam be blocked for longer than 3 seconds.
Is that an arm? Where do you see an arm? I don't know what you're talking about. No! Happy Sunday, K-Back! Do I need to have the... I can't go through...
How would we get
Yeah.
How would we get the beam to be blocked for at least 5 seconds?
There's the blocking beam over there. Those beams are blocked. I don't know if it's 5 seconds, but when they rotate, it looks like it's about 5 seconds. But I don't know what that's got to do with anything over here.
It's the pillar. The pillar is the one that blocks one of the beams.
So there's the blue beam that's making the thing on the wall on the left turn away. And there's the one that's taking the red one away. I don't know. Can I get to anything from here? I can get to the red. No, maybe not. To the red connector with, sorry, the red target with the red connector. Can I do that? And add it? Not here. No. Can we cross the beams? Oh no. Oh, okay. Gonna go sing. Yay. I will try. Well, your voice will get back into shape.
Okay.
Okay.
I have an idea.
Okay.
We're gonna keep the red and the blue connected as is,
Okay.
but we're gonna move the red to the end where the blue target and blue source are, and the blue to the end where the red source and red target are.
Okay.
So we are gonna keep them next to the rail. They're just gonna move to the opposite ends.
Do I swap side? I mean, do I put this one on the side where the blue one is?
Don't swap sides. You just
Okay.
keep,
Okay.
no, they stay on their own sides. Just move to the opposite ends.
Okay, from at opposite ends, does that mean I can now pick another? No.
It's still not enough. Let's go back.
Can I? I don't know that it's gonna matter.
Let's put the connectors to the very ends of the rail. So now they're actually stand at the end.
All right.
Where the pillar stops. Do the same with the red.
Okay. Somehow or other, there's something that needs to be connected to those wall things too, but I don't know how to do that.
We probably have to fine tune them a little bit. Let's see. Move the blue like a half an inch towards the red source.
Does the red one need fine tuning?
Yeah, move the red like half an inch towards the blue source.
It just hit it. Okay, is that better? It looks like it's working better. Both the lines are being messed with. That's not phasing this blue shield. Is there any way I can connect these connectors to... Nope. Not from either end.
We can't use the connectors in the big room to... We can't use the connectors in the big room to...
Okay.
Because there's fences
Yeah.
in the big room.
At every angle.
So we just have to figure out how to use the pillar to block the beams for like 5 seconds at a time.
So even if I put this one here,
Because
that fence is too tall when the thing is on the
because
ground.
the fence...
Yeah.
Let's still move the connectors like half an inch. So you want the red to be half an inch closer to blue source.
I think it bumped it.
Closer to the red source. Still not enough. It only stops the beam for like 4 seconds. We'd need at least 5. So I guess Mortals was right. We have to figure out a way where the connectors cross beams and the pillar will stop the beam from crossing for a moment.
Okay, so, all right. I heard what you said, but I didn't understand. So I'm just waiting to be told what to do.
So move the red connector to side the blue source and blue target.
Any, just next to the rail?
Around the middle way of the rail.
And then bring the blue and do the same thing on the other, put it on the other
then
side.
bring the blue. But the thing is, if we use the
Can I put the connector inside of the beams? No, that would block. Never mind. put the blue connector in between the red target and the red source. Then move the red one between the blue target and blue source. I don't hear anything opening now. Well, what is blocking? Oh, the beams are hitting.
Yeah. But that's only the connections will only be for like 2 seconds. Yeah, that's not gonna be enough. So I guess it has to be some combination between Mortal's idea and my idea, where my idea was putting the connectors to the end of the pillar's rail, and Mortal's was crossing beams.
Hmm. But it's going to need the moving pillar either way.
Yeah. Yeah, so let's disconnect both of the connectors then.
Okay.
And do Mortal's idea.
All right. All right. I have 2 connectors disconnected. And I don't know. I don't know understand what Mortal's idea is, so I'll need step-by-step direction.
So the idea was to connect both sources and both targets. On one of them.
Okay, wait a minute. Both take a connector and connect the target, the blue target and the red target. No?
Yeah, so connect one of the connectors to both targets and both sources.
Oh, both sources. All right, and where do I put it? But you have laser focus.
And actually now I have a better idea that combines this idea with my
Okay.
real idea. Remove the sources from this one. Now loading that connector.
All right,
Yeah,
I
so
have.
remove the sources.
Okay.
Yeah, so we have red target and red source on this.
Oh wait.
So we have blue target and
Okay.
we have blue target and red target on this one.
Okay, and where do you want me to place it?
At the end of the rail, but on this side of the rail that has the red source.
Okay. Down at the other end? Or this end? I mean,
I think this end is okay. So at this end, but not at the very end of the rail, you have to be on this side.
okay.
And then we're gonna put the other connector to the opposite side, opposite end of the rail. And that's gonna connect both of the sources and the other connector.
The other connector. Oh, we're the red target. Connector.
Oh,
I got
red
it.
source,
I got it.
red source, blue
Okay.
source, other connector.
All right. And it goes on the blue side on this end of the rail.
Yeah, on the blue side.
I heard it open for a sec. I heard something open for a second. But that makes the what do we call it? It already makes 3 things not operational.
Yeah, never mind.
When they're
Maybe my idea wasn't working at all.
when it's down on the right hand end, something happens and everything's on as blue.
Yeah, now we are on only. Yeah, it looks like only the blue is connecting right now. The red is not gonna connect at all.
This beam is blocking the target connector. Should I put them on the opposite sides? Or we still have the same crossover thing?
No, it would be the same even if you swap the ends for the slides. Only one of the beams would work. So yeah, So my idea doesn't work here.
Mortal Sin is drawing lines.
Because
She sent me a picture,
Yeah.
guy, the other day of about a dozen ways that she had drawn all the beams on a piece of paper. And the very last one was the one that worked in the bottom right hand corner.
yeah. It doesn't look like the idea of having a connector to be connected to both sources will work here. Because I don't think there is a spot in this room
Oh, cool.
where the pillar would block one of the sources long enough for not to make
Yeah.
it operational.
The longest
So it,
thing, like you've said before, is at each end the pillar stays a second longer. So that gives you, but it still doesn't help with the beam stuff.
yeah. So I guess let's make it so that one connector is blue source, blue target, and other one is red source, red target. And
Okay, all right. You said make one blue source, blue target?
Yeah.
Okay.
and other red source, red target. And we need the blue one, we need to be same side.
Same.
And the red one has to be on the other end. Same side.
Oh.
So the blue has to be on the end where the red source is, but still on the same side of the rail.
Okay, I'm confused. All right, so same side.
Walk to the other end of the rail.
Okay, there was a
But the
breakup.
same side,
There was a
yeah.
breakup in 2 words, and I didn't get the sentence.
You just swap sides. Go on the other side of the rail.
Go on the other side of the rail.
You're on the wrong side of the rail.
Okay. That was pretty long.
So the blue one has to be near the red source. But the same side of the rail. It has to be on the near the blue source,
All right.
but still on the same side of the rail. So don't swap sides. Just move the connectors to the opposite ends.
Do I have to move it further? Because it's not taking as long.
Yeah, now let's do what mortals I had an idea for. So now put the blue connector on the rail at this end. Yeah, put the blue connector on the rail itself. Same with the red one. Put it on the opposite end.
Alrighty. It's been bumping it off. See, it pushes it off.
Yeah, the pillar is stronger than the connector, so...
And you said you thought you saw something easier?
Okay, what's your easier idea, mortals? Because I'm completely clueless what to do.
Me too. The door opens as long as the laser is disconnected long enough and the pillar can disconnect the beams one time between the source and the connector and one time between the connector and the target, right?
Yeah,
Do the connectors just need some distance from the rail so the pillar hits both beams with a delay? Distance from the rail.
oh, so basically... connectors stay on their sides, just have to be further away from the rail itself. So move the red connector closer to the blue target, and the blue connector closer to the red target. don't want to be between the blue source and the blue target. You just have to put the red connector very close to the blue target and the blue connector very close to the red target.
Okay. Gotta look at the timing so the pillar hits one red beam, then the next one. Oh, so they're not both blanked out at the same time. So there's too much time there.
Yeah, this is too far away, so be closer to the rail. Basically, I guess we are just trying to find a sweet spot where get the maximum blockage. So now we have to move them a little bit closer to the rail again. Yeah, maybe put the blue connector at the feet of that statue at the purple gate. Them towards the middle of the rail. You want the connectors to stay at the ends of the rail. You don't want to start moving towards the middle. So move the red connector back towards the fence.
Oh, the blue one just
Move
gave...
the red.
Okay. Just gave us a whole
Yeah,
bunch.
the blue one is really close now.
Yeah.
Yeah, the blue one's really close now. The blue one has to be adjusted for like half an inch. But the red has very close to the fence.
All right.
So it's not close enough.
All right. So this keep connections on the blue and move it toward. Keep it where it is, but move it toward a half an inch toward the rail.
Yeah. Yeah, the blue one is really close. Red one is not as close right now. Yeah, the red one has to be closer to the fence.
Got a long time with the blue one now.
Yeah. Still need to adjust the red one.
All right. And I'm not sure where to go with it. Away from the fence now?
I think like an blue target.
That seemed like a longer time, but no, not really. I don't understand. Let me go look at this.
Yeah.
All right, we
Yeah.
got there. The tripod is there. Go
Let's
ahead.
move the red to the. Yeah, let's move the red connector closer to the end of the rail, right next to the fence, because it looks like moving it towards the blue target. Just keeps shortening the distance, keeps shortening the time it's blocked.
I don't hear the sounds with the. I hear sounds with the blue one, but not with the red one. K-Back!
I came back.
Enjoy your singing. Love and hugs. Thanks for hanging with us.
I think the red one has to be hugging the fence. You're moving it way too far away from the fence.
Okay, I heard a swish. It's not that profound, but I heard a swish. Nothing's happening here. It seems as though there's something we're missing with this thing over here. All right? See, I heard it then. When that blue moves, we got red reaction. They're both red.
Still even not close.
Over here, there's no blue connection whatsoever. As far as, I don't know how to describe it. There's a blue.
Yeah, this is a super hard.
And over here, there's the red. But how they work with blue there.
Gambit, if you haven't noticed, there's a lot of fences around the middle room. Let's say we can use the connectors in the middle room to stop the ones in the hallway. Because beams don't go through the iron fence, even if it looks like we can shoot a beam through it.
Well, what I was
Still
pointing out earlier that Guy's talking about, I can put my head over here and see that, clear that red target with my eyes, but when you set that thing down on the ground, it loses height and it can't go through the fence. There's no place that we can put the red or the blue so that they're being blocked at the same time, right? But in the same room. That gives us a red when the blue is blocked. That gives us, when do I get a red? Then that side's blue. So I need the red source to the red target, and I need the blue source to the blue target. It's not happening. We can't reach the moving ones, right? But what we're doing with the rail is affecting those.
Yeah.
So we need a blue on the blue side. We got a red there, but not a blue. Is that, see, there's no blue connecting on the other side. There's the red connecting with the red source there. But not with the blue.
I have an idea.
Okay.
But it won't probably work.
It's okay.
So move the red connector and the blue connector to the opposite ends of the rail. They still stay on the same side,
Okay.
but opposite ends of the rail. Because I feel like there's another sweet spot that we haven't tried yet. And the other sweet spot what I'm talking about is, what if we take the connectors as far from the rail as possible, while they still stay at the very end?
I don't think it got that one at all.
You have to move the red connector a little bit further to the right so that both of the beams are on the rail. Yeah, keep moving the red connector a little bit more to the blue, towards the blue source. You want both red beams to be on the rail.
Oh, they're
Then more.
they're wider now. All right, the blue one looks good.
So now we start moving the red a little bit closer to the rail, but still staying on the same. A little bit more to the left. We want the left beam to be as close to the end of the rail as possible.
The left beam is close to the end.
Yeah, we want the left beam of the red to be as close to the end of the rail as possible.
Okay.
so that the pillar
That-
stays on it for a long time.
Yeah, that seemed to work. But if we block the source, then that's what's happening on the other side.
The blue isn't. We have to adjust the blue as well. We want both blue beams to be on the rail as well, and the left blue beam has to be close to the end of the rail. At the moment, only one of the blue beams is being blocked by the pillar.
But if it blocks the source, that causes the target to be blocked. Does that make sense? So if we have longer time that the source is blocked, I don't know how to describe it. So if only the source is the focus, because that blocks the other one. If this, all right, that's a very long time. Okay, let me go over here and see about this one.
Yeah, but the thing is, when you only have one beam blocked, it's actually a shorter time. Because if we have the two beams closed
Yeah, I
consecutively,
understand. Yeah. I
then-
just don't know how to make that happen.
then the blockage is So it was actually better when we had both beams on the rail
All right.
and they were blocked one after another, because the time was longer.
Okay. I
And when
understand.
you only block the beam going from the source.
That seems to be good on the
because
red.
if you
yeah.
only because if you only block the beam coming directly from the source, it's only gonna be like 3 seconds at most, and we need more than 5 seconds of beam
Okay.
blocking.
Okay, was that better on the blue when you see it, or was that not good?
Well, let's go to the hallway.
Okay.
Let's go to the hallway to see if the gate opens or not. That's the best way to figure out if it works or not. Because if the barrier doesn't open at even for
It's not opening
small
at all.
moment, then
No seconds at all. I can't get through no matter what's happening. I don't see that. That's why I feel like there's something about this that I'm not understanding, that we're trying to make something happen over yonder. That's not red.
Yeah, because the archaic room are what control these two sources on the wall.
Okay, so
When the red source is connected to the red target and not blocked, the red source on the wall will turn right. And same with the blue source. When the blue source and the blue target are connected, the blue source will turn right. But we only want one of them to be facing right at one time.
okay, so
Okay, mortals.
new idea. I don't think it works yet, but it might spark other new ideas.
Yeah, let's try it, mortals. Because it doesn't seem like this adjusting the connect position will work. Don't get long enough time.
Take one of the connectors, okay? Well, Guy will help me understand if I don't. Take one of the connectors and disconnect connections. Connect to red. Okay, I'm going to disconnect this. All right. Connect to red source, red target, red source, red target, blue source, blue target. And put it at the end of the rail closer towards the blue stuff, but on the opposite side of the blue stuff. All right, now the other one, but on the opposite side of the blue stuff. Okay. Do I need? Okay. The other connector to blue source, blue target. Red source, red target. Red source, red target. And other connector. And put on the opposite corner of the rail from the other one. I don't hear anything opening and closing.
Yeah, because because of the connections, the targets are gonna be blocked all of the time.
Would it matter to disconnect just the connectors to each other, to themselves? Oh, of course, you're experimenting. Okay, but there is an interesting aspect here to me that the column is also blocking the the middle being. Not that that matters. It's gonna probably get hit by the column. No?
Can I make a suggestion to this connection
Yes.
we have right now? So you have the blue connector in your hand.
Take
Yeah,
the
go
blue.
to the blue connector.
All right, I'm at the blue connector.
Remove the red sword and the blue target
Remove.
and put it back on the gear.
All right.
Red
Say
sword,
red
blue target.
source. Remove the red source. Oh gosh, I'm not getting any blinking
And the
light.
blue target.
All right, wait. Okay, before I make a mess of this. Okay. What is... Oh, it's dead because it's being blanked out by something else. Okay. So, help me to understand why I'm not getting a blinking... Am I getting a blinking light there?
You have to... Yeah, you're aiming at the red source, so deselect the red source.
All right.
And deselect the blue target.
Okay. And then put it back?
Yes.
I must have done something
That
wrong.
was the blue source. You remove the blue source. I said blue target.
Alrighty.
Hello, Marmbo.
Hey, Marmbo. Oh, kayaking ahead. All right, now do I need to do anything
So
to the...
now go...
Okay.
Yeah, now go to the other connector.
At the red.
So we are gonna remove blue source and red target from this one. Blue source, red target.
I'm not hearing anything sliding, opening, or opening. Oh, never mind. I can't even talk.
Yeah, it doesn't. My idea doesn't work at all.
I think, though, there is something to the column blocking lights at the connectors as well as over the rail, but I don't know how to make that matter. I always get great pictures when you go kayaking, Marbo, so I'm looking forward to that. I say I get. You send me. If I was along, I'd tip the kayak over.
Yeah, my idea doesn't work at all. So yeah, it was a pointless suggestion.
No, I don't think any of them are. Until we try them, because it's. I don't understand what's.
I was basically thinking that maybe there was too many connections in Mortal's
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah.
That's why I suggested removing those.
But even so, were we hearing connections? With them all there? Hi, Waves! Been to see my mother for Mother's Day. How precious. Few tears before I went, his first one without her living with me, but I pulled myself together and it was a lovely afternoon. Work's been busy, but I'll be back with you next week. Also, clock's changed, so back to normal time for now for streams. Okay. Didn't your clock change before now? Wasn't it a week after mine changed? On my birthday that yours changed, Guy?
No, it was today.
Okay. All right, so what did we disconnect with this red one, and I want to put it back together now that we're getting almost a full beam block in the middle there. What were we connected to that I disconnected with the red one?
So I basically just removed the other source and the other target from each of the connectors.
Other source and other target. So if I'm red on this side, I need to add that. Oh, no.
Hello, PD Wonk.
Hey, welcome. Thanks for jumping in. I heard a door. Okay, now, Guy, what did we do down here at the blue one? I need to connect the red. What am I connecting? Red source. And what was the other one that was connected?
The blue target.
Blue target. I'm hearing an opening of a door, of a something, down yonder at that end on the right. No difference here. So what would cause that on the right to work, adding what we did? And not to work over here? Does it make any sense? Do we have two barriers here? Is that why this is working the way it is? Or just one? What can we do to the red one that we did to the blue one, that the blue one's working and the red one's not? Okay, so when that one goes off...
Because the blue one is connected to the blue source all the time, and it's blocking the red target. Because the pillar doesn't block the blue source at any time.
So, right now, when it goes down to the red connector at the back, the blue target lights up. Down here, when it gets here, the red target is not working anyway. I don't know what to correct.
Probably because you have the connector at the end of the rail instead of the side of the rail.
No. Something's off there. There's just no connection with the red at all. What do I need to disconnect from here to get a red connection? Have you played this before, Wonk? Glad you said hi. If you have any suggestions, feel free. Mortals?
I don't have.
Why am I getting a blue connection going to the red target when the column's down here, and down yonder on the blue, when it's down here I get a blue connection? No matter where I put it.
Well, even though you do get a blue connection, it's not long enough to actually open the door.
Wow.
Because I counted.
Okay.
It's about 2.5 seconds. It needs more than 5 seconds for
It's all too
the door
fast.
to actually open all.
So the width of the column
The problem with the idea of connecting to both sources is that if you connect connector to both sources, there really isn't a place on the big room where the connector would have one of the two sources blocked off at all. Because if you put it at the end of the rail, it's gonna be connected to both sources all the time. And if you put it on one side of the rail, it's gonna be connected to one of the sources all the time. So the pillar can't effectively block the beams if we have double source connection going on a connector. If we are so if we are going for a connection where one connector has both sources, then it doesn't seem like there is a spot in the actual room where one of the sources would be blocked off at all.
All right, how can I, at this place with this connector, get the red source to the red target? What's keeping me from doing that?
To answer your question, mortals, if you have one connected to blue source, red source, and then you get a laser from the other connector, point vision will be inside the connector that's getting both of the sources. So the connector doesn't shoot out beam towards either of the targets.
Oh, I don't know why I put it on that side. That was ridiculous. Alright, I heard a gate open. And it didn't sound like it closed. There it was!
Yeah, the red side is probably... Yeah, because you have it on the red side. The red gate is gonna be open all the time. But then the blue gate will never be open.
Well, okay.
Because the red is gonna be connected all the time.
Okay. So, what is it about that we can't apply to this? Well, we did that at the beginning.
Well, that connector is having a double connection, which is cancelling out the beams.
Which is canceling out the beams. Okay. I'm just so confused. I thought I had an understanding and I don't.
Okay, mortals.
Okay. First connector, blue source. All right, when you say first connector, down here, is it the blue one I'm dealing with? Blue source, blue target, red target. Blue source, blue target, red target, set down. I'm not sure I'm setting it in the right place, but there we go. All right, now the other one on the side with the blue stuff. Okay. On the side with the blue stuff. Okay. All right. Now we take this one. Blue one works for now. Second connector, red source, red target, blue target. Set down on the opposite end of the rail closer to the red. That must be operating that other blue shield on the other side, because this one's doing nothing. Alright, this may be it. This may be it. Because that was one. Maybe this is two. Got it! Got it! Ouch. Got it, got it, got it.
This is peculiar.
Peculiar.
This file is.
It's not part of Sarah's memory archives. And the timestamps are completely broken.
It was simpler than what we were trying to do. I'm confused, but also correct. Okay, wait. Let me look at the time. 47. Guy, that's 7 or 8 minutes. Do we have enough time to, well, we could walk into one and save it if you wanted to, I guess. I mean, and quit and save. So this was...
walk into one and we'll look around.
Okay.
At the very least.
All right, Clockwork is its name. Over here is a blue source, a shield, 2 fans blowing this way, a blue target, a green target. Oh, wow. How pretty. Blue, red, and green target in here. And source in here. We have a connector. 2 connectors in here. Over here we have 2 fan blades. I haven't spotted the goal yet either. Oh, there's a fan blade in a gated room back there too. 2 fan blades here. I don't know where the target is. Two fan blades are there. Oh, here's the 2 fan blades I was seeing from over yonder. And here is another.
This middle room is really interesting because the beams are cycling out.
Oh, Yeah, I didn't notice that. 1, 2, 3 connectors. I guess that's what's causing the cycling. Don't want to tire me out. I'm just doing what I'm told. It's the brain gymnastics are going between Guy and mortals today for sure. And there's nothing down yonder that's of any consequence. It's just a clear section. Maybe another puzzle down there at some point. But I haven't found the goal or seen the goal.
You can probably look through the fences of the middle room to spot the goal somewhere.
Huh. Oh, there it is, right there when I entered, on my right. It's right there. And then we have to get around to it by undoing that shield and this shield. And it looks like this target manages that shield. What manages this shield? Okay, and the green one here manages this shield. And that seems to be all there is to it. And somehow I guess we have to get that source to that target to get those fans to work. Or maybe they're just collectibles. Is there any reason why we can't just set up all 3 laser connections in the middle? Yeah, that blue target is going to power up those 2 fans, or either make them accessible for me to take them for use somewhere else. I'm not sure what they're there for, because we have another couple of fans.
Yeah, the fans will be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the fans will be blocking us from progressing if the gates open up.
Same here. Apparently there is a target over yonder on that side. I can't see the color. Red. There's a red target on that wall right there that's going to power those 2 fans. Well, this is real interesting. Unless it's got, like this is cycling on and off here. Unless those are times when the fans don't blow and we can dash, or I can try to run. If the connections stay all the time.
Yeah. So we can't have continuous connections. It has to be a clockwork mechanism where each of the connections will be on for like 3 to 4 seconds.
Okay, so out here I have no tools. So when on inside we get this barrier down, apparently that source is going to automatically connect to that target. And then we've got obstruction somehow. That's wild. Can we keep? Oh, never mind. Can I crawl? Nope.
There isn't a button for that. There's only button for running, a button for jumping.
Oh dear. Oh, I disconnected that other connection. What was it connected to? Oh, that other connector. Okay, so I don't know. I think it was connected to that connector.
So how close can you get before the fans blow you away?
Right
Is my
around
question.
at the corner, right there. Ready? Oh, I just disconnected that. It was right here. It was right where this barrier is. I couldn't get any closer than that. What did I don't know what I've done.
So you can't even cross the edge of the spot where the barrier was.
Let me put this down for a second and see what just happened. Whatever that connection did opened it. All right, here you go. Here's the fans. Okay, right at the barrier is where they blow me back.
What about the left side fan? How are the one blow?
The left
Because
side?
you only tried the right side fan. Yeah, because there's two fans. Are the fans? Do the fans have the same power, or does the one blow stronger than the other one?
Oh, okay. So here's the deal on this one. Yeah. Okay, that barrier has to go down. So that source beam right there can make it to the target over here. Okay, I don't know. Let's see. Okay, so that, oh, crosswind, you mean?
Yeah, because one fan is blowing on the left side
Yeah.
and one is blowing on the right side. Is one of them stronger than the other? Can go closer than the other?
Alright, so I don't think so. I think they're just both blowing. But how do you get, I don't understand how you manage all of that.
Because you keep only trying the right side fan. You haven't even tried to run through the left fan.
Okay.
That's why I was
No,
asking.
no. It's the same force anywhere.
Okay.
And same principle over here. When I get here, it's the same force. But I'm just using these to take the blue shields down, but not to... Alright, see, that's down too now. But there's two fans here blowing, which would keep me from getting to the goal. So how can we do what we're doing, but also create that crossing that was blanking all that out?
I think why this puzzle is called clockwork is that when the barriers open, it will take around 2 seconds before the fans start blowing you away.
Uh-huh.
So we need the barrier to be open long enough so that you can run in,
Okay.
but not long enough. Fans start to blowing you away.
Okay. So, what can I add? Uh-oh.
We need to make a time. We need to make a timed connection, which keeps the power on just long enough that you can run through the gate before the fans start blowing.
Okay. But how can I have all the
I don't
gates
think we have.
opened with the connectors and giving us the pulse time to run through?
Well, Well, when you ran into the middle room, you were noticing probably that the beams were switching on and off by themselves.
No. Yes, the way they were set up, they were not connected to anything except
Yeah, but
each other.
you did see that only 2 of the beams were powering through, and the third one kept turning off by itself. I don't think we have the time to figure out this puzzle.
I agree. I agree. Okay, so I'm gonna reset it. If I can remember how. Oh, hold. Okay. Now then, I will run out of clockwork and run back in, and then we'll stop. And then we'll end up here when we come back next week. Correct?
Yeah, the game saves whenever you enter or exit a puzzle.
Okay, so I don't understand. The green connector over here is connected to the blue. The one here is connected to red, and the one here is connected to green. So that's how that's happening. Okay, I'll get back over here and we'll just call it for today and figure it out next week. Thank you all for your company, Mortal Sin, and for jumping in with ideas, Gambit 2, and also the Wonk. Thank you for coming by. And Guy, thank you so much for your time today. Everybody stay safe. We'll see you next Sunday.
Bye, everyone.